Guess he found some comfort at the...
Don't you know I'm loco?
Hello out there, and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Washington. He's out there with Flagg. Max Christie is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Nembhard in at the point. And for the Lakers, Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. And it's Doncic in at the point. Doncic against Nembhard. Ayton with a screen. Doncic passes to Ayton. Outside Reeves. Here's Doncic. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Davis. Well, Shams, we knew franchise values were skyrocketing, but then the Lakers sell for $10 billion with a B, $10 billion.
This new group taking over is exceedingly deep-pocketed as well, BA. Those resources may help this team continue to be the league's flagship franchise.
League's in a very healthy spot right now, no question.
That's for sure, and these prices with teams are just going to continue to go up.
And you watch AD out there, he's kind of a quiet guy, but Davis lets his game do the talking.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
It's a one-on-one situation. And there's Christie. That one's good.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end it.
Throws.
I'll tell you, for a center, the big man has got excellent touch at the free throw line.
Coming up empty that time. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Flagg. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Nembhard for three. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, BA, Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans with the NBA.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
James, left side. On the wing, Reeves. Over Christie. Pass to Doncic. To snap the cold streak. And Doncic with the jam.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Now here's Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Christie with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to James. Ayton, the screen on Christie. James passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, look at the fluidity in the screen and roll. DeAndre Ayton, so good at taking what he sees in these sets.
Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets his team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
Now here's Christie. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And finished off by Davis.
Davis, resolute with the and one.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Dallas.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. And it's Doncic on the drive. And Doncic hammers it home.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Now the Lakers moving it up. Oh, sweet move. The shot by Reeves, no good. The Mavericks lead by 3. Here's Flag. Rebound, the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver is in the league and it's supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point? And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Nembhard. Here's Flag. Check by James. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Has the Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Lakers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's James. Still no points. Ayton, a screen on Thompson. James with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively.
He is such an impactful defensive player. Davis's length and timing makes him a prime-time shot blocker.
Inside. And finished off by Davis.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience. The big tournament, also they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Here's Russell following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. With the drive, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Firing up the 2K leaderboard, the NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. In the 3rd spot, Los Angeles.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Now here's Doncic, scoring over 35 a game. He's someone they depend on for production. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. And Los Angeles, another 3.
LeBron James has built his game well three-point line, you've got to check him everywhere.
And here's Russell. Gafford with a screen on Doncic. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. Oh, swiped away. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Right side, Williams. Over Reeves. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game in Los Angeles. And the second quarter about to get... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Williams is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doncic's shot is good.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. And trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day, people are going to look at stats. They're going to look at how many championships you win. They're going to look at the entire body of work. And rings culture is a part of that to an extent.
Yeah, think about the civic pride that comes to a city that an organization is good. Another from three.
And would you believe he's nearing fourth place for most three-pointers of all time?
Believe it. Not only does he have the talent, but he never stops working on a shot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. This is the fourth and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. BA, back to you.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Davis, he's checked in for Marshall. Christie comes in for Williams. And it's Nembhard in for Russell.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Hachimura with a screen on Nembhard. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now that's his second foul, something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
Ayton, a screen on Nembhard. Nembhard against Doncic.
One of the best defenders in the league at any position. AD can just smother a dude.
Here's Thompson, outside Christie. Back to Thompson. Now Gafford. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Thompson from deep. Doncic pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sean, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, and we've heard directly from the league. It's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's through TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. Davis can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here goes Luka. Pass to James. Outside Reeves. Hachimura with a screen on Gafford. Reeves against Gafford. Reeves, the pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Washington's checked in for Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 8. Nembhard outside. Pass to Christie. The three is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Reeves. There's the three. Washington grabs the miss. Doncic against Christie. Washington outside to the middle. James with a steal. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's Doncic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. James with the ball. Checked by Washington. And here's Doncic outside. Washington grabs the miss.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
To stop the drought, Christie finds Gafford. Back to Christie. Nice ball movement by Dallas. They double him with Ayton. To the inside. Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Doncic against Nembhard. Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Pass to Ayton. And the rebound goes to Dallas. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Flags checked in for the Mavericks. Pass to Reeves. Ayton, the screen on Christie. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura. Christie with a steal. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
1 minute left in the first half. Now here's Nembhard. Down low. Here's Davis. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Ayton, a screen on Nembhard. Doncic passes to Ayton. And he gets the bucket. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Los Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic passes to Hayes. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Reeves. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Flag. Basket's good.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Los Angeles up by 4, and we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Look here now at the Mavericks. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You gotta like what Anthony Davis has done in this game.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. And it's Hayes in at the 5, down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Back to Nembhard. Releases. No good. A bit long that time. The Lakers lead by 4. And by drafting Cooper Flagg, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now. And obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
Pass to Hachimura. It's stolen by Washington. And here's Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's James. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays. Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
From the corner, LeBron so versatile offensively. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Doncic with it. He's got 7. Out to Hachimura. It's picked off. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Washington, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, toughness is what defines P.J. Washington. You need him to get an extra rebound. He is the man for the job.
Nembhard against Doncic. Now, here is James. He's closely guarded. And finished off by Hayes.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Pass to Flagg. Davis against Hayes. Christie passes to Washington. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Doncic. Out to James. It's stolen by Washington. Davis with it. Now Doncic defending. Davis against Doncic. Davis, the pass to Nembhard. The 3 is up. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got his 6th rebound on the night. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. BA, back to you.
He's earned it. Ali, thank you. Kept alive. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
Hayes with a screen on Nembhard. Pass to Reeves. Hachimura outside. Hits a 3-pointer. Hachimura's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Hayes, and Vanderbilt is subbed in for Hachimura. And Dallas with a change here too. Gafford, he's checked in for Davis. The Lakers lead by 5. Reeves with the ball. He's picked up by Christie. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Pass to Washington. James against Nembhard. Washington, a screen on James. Nembhard, the pass to Washington. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best player just doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Washington against Vanderbilt. Here's Nembhard. And a nice finish on the layup. Nembhard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
James passes to Doncic. The offensive rebound. Outside Vanderbilt. Knocked away. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Ayton, a screen on Nembhard. Here's Doncic. Gafford with the block.
A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
Mavericks trail by 3. Nembhard outside. Gafford with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Flag. Back to Nembhard. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Reeves. Another shot. Kicks it to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Max Christie picks one up.
Drawing fouls is an art, folks, and very few do it better than Luka Doncic.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates